Hey guys, good morning or good evening for you. It is morning time here in Bali. It actually just stopped raining. I don't know about you, but I love it when it rains and I'm inside in my cozy nest. And I've been doing a lot of running around since I've been here in Bali. I've been every morning. I go out. I have a big adventure for the day. I'm making friends, I'm going to meetings, I'm going to waterfalls. I met a woman who I want to start doing this like mentorship program with. I'll tell you more about that later. I went to this like massive kirtan last night with these amazing musicians. And there's all this stuff going on, and I have this tendency. Actually, I went to a meeting yesterday, my first time ever. It was a meeting about, it was a 12-step program that relates to adult children who come from dysfunctional families. And one of the characteristics they talked about is like an addiction to excitement, like an addiction to always needing like a hit of like dopamine, a hit of adrenaline, and like kind of coming from a household that could be a little bit, well, anyways. And I recognize this in myself, this need. Hi everybody, good morning. Hi Debbie. Hi honey, good to see you. Hi Victoria. Hey Beverly. Good morning Michelle. Yeah, bedtime. Hey Vanessa, cool. Hi honey, glad you're on the line. Hey, Kathy, hey girl. Maria, Carrie in New Zealand, good afternoon. Hey Janice, hi guys. Lisa, Bobby Bean in the house. Charlotte, Marion, Kim. Hi guys. I wish I could just reach through the phone and just hug you all. I just love you guys so much. So, hey Bethany, cool. Bethany's in the house. Hi Audrey. Good morning, Roxanne. Good morning for me. Good evening for most of you guys. And it is morning for me. I was just doing some little bit of journaling here. It was actually just raining. It was super nice. Good morning, Pam. Hi, honey. Oh, it's good to see you here. So what I want to talk, there are a couple things I want to talk about in this video, so stick with me. One, I want to talk about the importance of like slowing down, being part of self-care, because you've seen me get excited. You've probably seen me get excited in some of my recent videos. You've probably seen me get excited in some of my past videos, right? And a lot of times my practice is like here, right? Coming back to the moment. And so that's something I'm really appreciating. There were some things I wanted to do. There was a different recovery meeting that I wanted to go to today, but I realized that like I keep running and I keep going to all these things, and I just have this sense of like I need to stop and just kind of like integrate and process. Like I don't think we really talk enough about this concept of integration. So integration is where we integrate. So all these lessons that we're going through, like all the like life is happening, we're having challenges, we're having conflicts, we're having wonderful things that happen. Like, you know, Rebecca, I just saw in the group that your was it niece or nephew was just born. You know, something wonderful happens, like a new relationship, a new child comes into the world. You know, these things happen, right? And we learn, and we have things happen to our nervous system. We have emotions that come on. We have aha moments. We maybe have to set down a boundary with somebody. We have whatever. And I don't know about you, but I have a tendency to like kind of rush from one thing to the next without properly digesting. In fact, maybe you've heard me talk about my journey with healing, my digestion. And we digest food, but we also digest experiences in life. And a lot of times, like say if you're like a workaholic, in some senses, like working so much and distracting ourselves with all the other stuff is a way of kind of like not necessarily like digesting our emotions, not really feeling our feelings. You know, do you ever distract yourself, right? Distract yourself from feelings. Maybe I don't want to feel the grief. I don't want to feel the sadness. I don't want to feel the anger, so I'm going to do something else, right? So I don't have to feel it, because I'm afraid that if I feel this, I'll never come out of it. I'm afraid that I'll completely lose control, right? So it's better not to feel, right? So I'm really just today holding just this feeling of like, I need to stop and just digest everything that's happened. There's been so many wonderful, joyful things, so many lessons, so many teachers in my path, so much wonderful healing is happening right now, so many aha moments, so many like beautiful revelations, and yet I gotta stop and just let myself process some of it. So that's one thing, which feels challenging because, you know, I have a fear of like missing out, you know. It's like, oh, I want to do this and I want to go see my friends and I want to do this, and it's like, what is the most loving thing? I like to ask myself, what is the most loving thing I can do today for myself? What is the most loving thing? Oh, Pamela, we'll talk about my home in a second. I had a call with Ashley this morning, right? So the importance of like stopping, rest, and digest. That's a really important stage that I think we don't talk about enough, and we don't value. I have not valued enough. You'll notice that I try as much to come back to I statements because it's one way I take responsibility for my experience. So rest and digest. And then let's talk about my house. Terry, I don't know what the yelling is. It kind of sounded like a pig. I also hear roosters, birds, and some machine. Hi. Okay, so my land. So I just had a call with Ashley this morning. It was 7:30 a.m. here. It was 5 p.m. there in Guatemala, and yeah, just getting the update on the land. In fact, I'm so happy with how it's going. She gave me a wonderful check-in about like the progress of the work, but also like the energy on site of like the workers themselves. Apparently, everyone's really happy. Like when she goes there, they're really happy to see her. Like the boys are really cute. They were asking her questions about like falling in love. Vicente, the main guy, the guy in charge, he was like telling the story about when he fell in love with his wife, and just there's like this real sweetness there, which is really nice because those are not typically a lot of the type of conversations you find on construction sites. So there's a sweetness on the construction site amongst the workers. The energy of the work, right, is really sweet. So I feel really good about that. We had some issue with my coffee wood. It had been removed, and I'm like, hey, where'd it go? Did they steal from me? Blah blah blah. I don't like this. I set down a really clear boundary. So we talked about that. There was a miscommunication. That the wood had been rotted, and they, with Ashley's consent, had given it away to some passing families. So but then they felt really bad that it had been out of alignment with what I had said. And like Gloria was really looking out for me, and so it's really cool that I have sort of these different like elements that are looking out for my best interests while I'm gone, and like calling things out. Like things go noticed and then brought to me and addressed with like really clear communication, and it was resolved really, really beautifully with like really great respect and understanding and hearing, right? So that felt really good. And then the work itself, they have just today finished digging the trench for the drain. I saw the French drain, which is the system that receives when it rains, when water comes. It is a system where the water, instead of collecting and going into the house, it filters down through trenches full of rocks, and then it is directed away along a trench that's like angled and directed in a certain way. It's directed away from the foundation of the house. So they have pretty much finished that trench, which is really great. I saw the pictures. They're lining it with this type of material that the earth can't move through, like water can move through, but the earth can't move through. I can't remember what it's called. So that feels really good. And then, so my dilemma, I titled this video my dilemma. So this is something I wanted to bring up to you guys. So, you know, I am facing this big project to pay for my house. I have some funds. I've already put in a lot in the land and in what I've gotten so far. And I'm facing this big project that feels like a Goliath. And so my past pattern would have been to really, really stress out and feel anxious and really doubt how it's going to work out. Instead, I've shifted that, especially through the pranayama course. Yeah, Bethany, they're working really fast. They are a great team. So they're happy, they're efficient, they're self-regulating, they respond well to boundaries, they respect women. Like, They respect the earth. They respect Gloria. It's the complete opposite from the team that was working for me for only 3 weeks before we let them go. So what I was saying is that I have, in facing this big sort of Goliath of a project that's on my plate, I've definitely had the sense of like, how's this going to work out? How am I going to afford this? And in the past, I would have freaked out. Not freaked out, but I would have really gone through a lot of like doubt and darkness. But through the pranayama course especially, I was really able to see my patterns that I've exhibited during my life, and I'm changing. I'm really calling myself out when I see the pattern comes up, and I'm choosing something different. So I've really chosen to step forward in faith. Faith that the finances are going to arrive, faith that the way is going to be shown, faith that it's all going to work out, and it's going to work out better than I can imagine. So with this faith that, you know, it's a solution is going to arrive, I was recently contacted by like an influencer agency. So, you know, you probably noticed I have a pretty large, hi Tammy, hi honey, I love you. So, Tammy, you're one of my allies in this. I mean, y'all are my allies in this. So I was contacted by an agency, not exactly a marketing agency, but an influencer agency. And they have offered me, and this is not new. When you have a page with so many followers, you get contacted. Hi Selena, hi honey, I love you. When you have an audience of this size, it's valuable. I mean, this is how I make my living, right? So right now, how I make my living, I have multiple streams of income. One of them, my primary stream of income, is that I'm part of a program within Facebook called Facebook Creator. And so my videos you'll find them in the watch section of Facebook. And so I have it set up on my page because of my numbers that I have ads placed in my videos. And I also have the stars feature activated. And so right now I make money from when the ads are placed by Facebook, by advertisers who pay Facebook to advertise on Facebook. Sometimes those videos get placed in my ads, and you guys have the enormous patience and love for me to sit through those ads. I get paid, and that supports me to make this content and bring it to you. Now, it's been enough for me to live on. It's been more than enough for me to live on and to empower myself in the ways that are in accordance with the flow of my heart's calling. Great. But I'm, you know, facing the question of, can I keep this up with the construction and everything? Because there's a really big, really big set of bills, a series of many bills ahead of me to pay for. So I was recently contacted by an agency. Hi Summer, good to see you, honey. So I was recently contacted by an agency. So what they do is they offer influencers like me an opportunity to create more revenue through the page by putting content on the page, posting as me, posting under my name, and putting their content on the page. Now, it's not advertising products. It's not advertising anything. What it is like funny content, like from TikTok. In fact, I went down a vortex because I'm still talking to them, and I was like, send me more pages so I can see what it looks like. And I think I got caught in the vortex for like an hour just watching these like funny videos. It's animals, it's like, you know, drama between men and women, like pranks, like a lot of really funny stuff. I was laughing pretty hard at some of them. But the challenge is that will it so how it works is that they post the content on my page, then whatever ad money comes in from those videos, then we split. So they have the incentive, they own the content, and they post it on my page. The idea is that it gets views, it generates revenue, and it can also help grow the page. So here's my dilemma. You know, do I go for this opportunity? Maybe trusting that this is the universe being like, hey, here's a way to generate more revenue. And it's not asking you guys anything, it's not charging you guys anything, it's just posting more videos on my page. But the risk is that it could jeopardize, hi Jane, it could jeopardize the authenticity of my page. It could push some people away because it's, you know, not me, it's not my content. Yeah, Lynn, ask yourself if it's in alignment with what you stand for. Yeah, so I'm feeling, so part of me is really tempted to be like, yeah, go for the money. Like go for sort of like this like easy way to generate some revenue. And then part of me is like, it's not in alignment. It's not authentic. Like, it'll push some people away. Like, it'll turn some people off. Like, I guess also like the fear of abandonment. Like, I'll be abandoned if I do this, right? So, hi Charlotte, hi honey. Yeah, Melanie. So I feel, so at first I was like, yeah, okay, I think this is good. But now I'm starting to think that, it's not the way, because I don't want to take the cheap, easy way. I don't want to take the cheap, easy way. I want to be authentic. So Susie says, can it be canceled easily if it doesn't work out? Nancy asks, is it for a short time period or from now on? Yeah, so they said we could do a trial period, and they want to post at least 3 videos per day. So a 1-month trial period, posting 3 videos per day. First they said 2 to 4, and I'm like, let's do 2. And they're like, we would really like to do 3. Yeah, so it would be like, we would do a 1-month trial. So I'm sharing this because I want to let you guys know kind of like what I'm going through. Like, and ultimately, like, you guys are the ones, like, you are the ones who I'm here to serve, you know. Yes, I want things for myself, but ultimately I have to keep in my heart, what is my compass? What is my North Star? Why am I doing the things I'm doing? What, yeah, Susan says you go with your heart, go with your heart. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm really feeling, let me just tune into my heart. Okay. All right, my heart's saying no. My heart's saying it's better to go slowly, go the way that's aligned, than trying to take like a cheap, fast way that could potentially be not aligned. Yeah, like they showed some videos where like some animals, like some cows were getting hurt, or like a bear, like some animal training videos gone wrong, and I was just like, and then there's some like really like, you know, it's in a lot of ways it's funny. Like, and I'm not saying the animal stuff is funny. That wasn't funny. There's a lot of like slapstick humor. You know, someone accidentally like doing something stupid and getting hurt. And yeah, okay. You know what? I think do the month and try it out, and don't like it, cancel it. Audrey says, I watch your page because it gets me away from the junk in the world. So some say, you know, do a trial run. Debbie, you say, follow my heart, don't give away my control. I wouldn't. Terry, you say it'll take away from your base. Other Terry, Sloop, you have to do 3 days a day. Don't take the easy way out. So Sarah, do the authentic you. Yeah, okay. Guys, so I think ultimately I have to choose what is aligned with truth and authenticity, because that's the right way to live. So there you go. There are some cute and funny ones. You saw on Joey Cole's page, not impressed. Yeah, yeah. You know, I think a lot of times one of the challenges of changing old ways and like not like giving up the old patterns of like looking for the cheap, easy way out is like there's a fear that comes up that like I can't do it the other way. Like I can't do it by being authentic. I can't do it without somehow trying to manipulate the situation in the way that I think it should go, right? There's almost like a fear that if I'm not selfish and greedy, then I won't get my needs met. Yeah, Susie. Yeah, that was something I said, okay, like when I was talking, I was like, okay, I'd be interested if we can do like cute animal videos and like babies and like kids. Yeah, so Lotus, they would post the videos on my page as me, so some people would be confused, and that was something I was looking at. Some people whose page, and they have millions of followers, you know, doing this, and apparently they make a lot of money doing it. But I was seeing in the comments, like, some of the audience member being like, "What's going on? Has your page been like scammed? When in doubt, throw it out, Tammy." That's really good. If it doesn't smell right, don't eat it. So now I'm like, okay, do I do a trial and just see how it feels, or do I? So you can see I'm in a little bit of a dilemma. Yeah. Yeah. My voice might get lost in the clutter. Yeah. And so, well, so that's a good point. Just asking followers to share my page and grow that way. Yeah, you know, if growth is that important to me, there are other ways to do it. It doesn't have to be the cheap, easy junk food way. You know. Okay, guys. I think we've reached a good. You know, thanks for kind of talking this out with me. I appreciate that. Thanks, Simon. Yeah, thanks for talking out with me. I think we can see that it's not a fuck yes. It's not a fuck yes. You know, and this relates to when I was shopping for clothes. If it's not a fuck yes, don't buy it. Because then it just becomes just extra stuff you own. If it's not a fuck yes, don't engage with it. If it's not a fuck yes, don't go that way, right? Yeah. Oh, Gregor, thanks, honey. So, go the singing night. Yeah, Vanessa, the singing route, the only challenge is I keep getting copyright violations with the singing one. I think it raises an important point of like, why do we do the things we do? Are we doing them out of fear? Are we doing them trying to control the situation, trying to control a person? Are we doing them because we're afraid that it won't work out if we don't do it this way? Are we doing it to try to avoid some negative feeling? Or are we doing it because it's joyful and aligned? You know? Run it by Luke. Yeah, no, I know. That's great. No, I was talking to Luke yesterday and I was joking. I want to get a bracelet. What would Luke do? Luke would not do it. Luke wouldn't do it. Luke values authenticity above all, and I think that's the right way to go. So, at least, okay, for those of you who are just joining on and you didn't hear what the dilemma was, so I'm facing, Kate, that's the advice. Take a few days and pray about it. Kate Taylor Diaz, you have just made the wisest comment on the face of the planet. Take a few days and pray about it, right? So I know that if I'm rushing into responding, I'm probably going to make some sort of error in judgment. And if I'm not praying about it, I'm also making a big error. So for those of you who are just logging on and you don't know what it is, I'm facing my project for my land, my house. It's a big project. It's going to cost a lot of money. I don't know how I'm going to afford it all. I'm trusting that I can. I'm trusting that a way will be shown. In that walking forward in faith and trust, I received an opportunity presented to me by this influencer marketing agency who, they own content. They own like funny TikTok videos, like funny, cheesy, like funny TikTok videos, you know, boyfriend pranks, you know, funny babies, like some cool, like funny, like animal things, like people, bad day gone wrong, they have accidents on the job or something like this. And so what they want to do, they offered me a chance to post their content on my page as me and then split the revenue from the videos. Y'all know, maybe y'all know, should know, I make my money from the revenue from my videos. So when you watch my content, you support me. When the ad comes up, you sit through the ad. I get paid for that. Thank you, by the way. Thank you so much. So they work with influencers putting content on their page, and then we get paid. And so part of me is like, yes, money, go for the money, go for the money. It'll help me build my house. It'll help me build my house. And my other self is like, but it could jeopardize the quality and content and authenticity of this page and push some people away. But it won't push away everyone. It'll get the money. And so my dilemma is like, maybe if I'm transparent, this is also my thought, is like, maybe if I'm transparent about it and I let you guys know what's going on, and maybe you guys don't mind, and like you can kind of just like, okay, just kind of deal with it, knowing that it's like helping me get my house paid for. So yeah, maybe it could be a seed to go after something, the thing you would love to sponsor, something that brings your heart joy, like Vitamix. Yeah, I would love to be an ambassador for Vitamix. So what would love do? What would truth do? So then there's I can also do a 30-day trial. So I can do a 30-day trial. It's not like a set thing. So like we could together like see how it feels together as a page in a community, and if we don't like it, we can stop. Or if we do like it, if it's not that bad, if it's funny and just like fun, then we can continue and it can help me pay for my house. So yeah, Elizabeth Sparks asked, won't it also bring more viewers? So yeah, so it would also likely grow the page and bring more people on board the page. So it could lead to more money and more growth, which would lead to more revenue that I could use to build my house and develop my land. So there's my dilemma. So there's my dilemma. God will always lead you in the right direction. Yeah. So I'm feeling like it would be better to say no, because it's not in alignment with my values. Do the 30-day trial. Do the 30. So I'm seeing a split here. Some people are like, yeah, good for you. And then other people are really like, no, don't do it. Other people are like, do the 30-day trial. Doesn't speak to your soul, don't do it. Yeah, that's good. 30-day trial, right? So I think Cherry, that's cool. You think you should put a fundraiser, go out there and we can all donate and watch it grow? Yeah, I mean, that's another way I was thinking is, doing a fundraiser. And I want to do this thing called the Angel Garden, where people who donate a certain amount will get their names like painted on a rock or something in my Angel Garden. My Angel Garden is a place I go and I sit. This is actually what happened at Karuna when people donated to the wall to protect Karuna from the flood. And they got their names painted on the wall. That place is like one of my favorite places to go and sit. Many times I've cried there because it's a very private place, and I love to just look up and look at the people's names on the walls and just send them love and appreciation and gratitude. So I was thinking of doing like an angel garden where you go and you sit and you look around and you see all the people's names painted on rocks. Jana, when you say no is not a line, it opens room for the fuck yes that is. Yeah, Lisa, it throws your brand off. Melody, do what you gotta do. Kimberly, it's tempting. Yeah, you can see my temptations. Like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? Take more time to meditate on it. Cynthia, I think that's a really good point. Now is not the time that will own you and profit from your generosity. I say review it first before it's put on your page. Oh, that sounds like a lot of work. Yeah, Janet, you're right. Thank you, Gemma. Appreciate the stars, honey. Guys, I really thank you for all your weighing in, and and this is also something like I wouldn't want to do it without like letting you guys know. Tammy, you want your name in the Angel Garden? Of course you're getting your name in the Angel Garden. Cool, Joanna Boston. Hi. Okay. Just Lenia says, if it helped you build your home, I would definitely sit through the silly videos. Something else might come along. Pam 3 Williams, thank you. She says, I'm a silent watcher. Hey, honey, do you hear my love poem for you? I love watching you because you're unique. I think you already know too in your heart. Yeah. Pam says, and kids and dogs, but I know when I sit through a commercial I'm being bought, my time is being bought, and I'm not likely to do that just for anyone or frankly any traffic. Yeah. 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 Okay, guys. Well, I'm glad that we could bring this up, and I hope that maybe this in some way maybe shed some light into maybe one of your own dilemmas that you're going through. Like, which way do you go? What do you align yourself with? What is it that leads our feet forward? You know, are we following fear? Are we following faith? Why do we choose what we choose? What is our guiding compass? Like, you know. So, anyways, Giganesha, Lisa, yeah. Terry, thank you. Terry says, I stand by you in your decisions. Susan had to weigh in. Cool. Oy. Kirsty says, do the trial and see if it's worth the negatives. Michelle, take a pause and you'll know. Yeah, you know, I think what you guys are bringing a good point is that, you know, everyone can have their opinions, but ultimately we have to make our own choices. And I really loved what a lot of you were saying, that, you know, take that pause. Take that pause. Sleep on it. Yeah, so Marinella, this has been something I've been thinking about. Actually, it came up before I left for Bali, and so I've been kind of talking to them, seeing what the options are. I forgot about it for a while. I'm revisiting it. You know, I'm like, yeah. So it's already been some time. I'm not rushing into anything for sure, but I think I'm just gonna pause a little bit longer and pray on it a little bit more and see, yeah, and see how it feels. Susan asked, would it affect your Facebook following? Yeah, it would probably help me grow. It would probably grow my channel a bit. Would it take away from admiration if it would help all on your own? Okay. Seems like putting a price tag on your soul. Interesting. Rebecca, I'm with Eric. Thanks, honey. Jennifer says, don't mind the ads. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Grow it, girl. She's trying to see. Yes, pause for the cause. Oh, Amy, that's good. I like that. Yes. Your daughter says, take 3 sleeps on it. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that. And no matter what I do, I'll let you guys know. Yeah. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna get back to my journaling tonight. Today's sort of a day that I wanted to, yeah, take it home and kind of integrate and kind of process all these things. That's what I was talking about at the beginning of this video. It's like, you know, when you do have dilemmas or some temptation or not sure which way to go, I think a really important part is that we just do stop and rest and digest the emotions, journal about it, talk to someone about it, you know, feel about it. You know, digesting is not just for food, it's also for the things that happen, for the things that happen to us in life. And I think when we stuff things down, we don't want to look at things, when we distract ourselves from it, that's when we can, you know, create an upset stomach, so to speak, you know. Thank you, Marinella. Yeah, I feel really good. I'm feeling really, really, really good. I'm feeling really healthy. My skin is doing great. I'm taking really good care of myself. I'm eating so much. I'm eating so much great food. In fact, I was kind of joking with Ashley. No, I've said it before. It's like, if I wasn't so rooted in Guatemala, I might never leave because I'm having such a good time here. But I also know my tendency to want to. Ashley called me out. Was it my novelty? I have an obsession with novelty, with like the new thing I get really excited about, and that can cause me to lose my balance in my center. So yeah, just remembering that and using it as an opportunity to just like calm down calm down. Wait, Tori, I don't know if you missed the message, but check out Maperton Live for some insight. I'm getting sponsored with following your values and building an audience that wants to see your content and hear and see you. Maperton Live. Toby. So these aren't silent watches. Our mom attitude kicks in. We would share our thoughts. Yeah. We try to make the decision soon. You know, I have had the distinct appreciation that this audience is essentially made up mostly of different aspects of my mother. Like, I have so many mothers in this audience, and I know you guys love me and sometimes want to tell me what to do because you love me and judge what I do because you love me. And I know there's a lot of that. There's a lot of energy here. Melinda, I can always, is it Bali again? Yeah, Lynn, new shiny toys. Yeah, yeah, you know, I do feel really good about Bali and coming back to Bali. I feel that this is one of my home bases. I feel like this is the place I will be returning to. Oh, Claire Tanner, it's UK. You can't sleep, severe lung infection, steroids and antibiotics making you feel low. Oh, honey, I'm sending you so much love, and just know it's gonna be okay. Be very, you know, these are the moments when the most important thing you can do is just be kind with yourself and be kind with the situation. Just be kind, you know, and trust. In fact, I wonder if this would help. So there's something called Ceviche Breathing, and I use this to calm my nervous system and go to before I go to bed, especially before, like, when I'm really wound up and I can't sleep. So it's a breathing technique that allows you to calm your nervous system, and it puts me to sleep. It's great. So what you do, it's you inhale for 8 seconds, then you hold for 4 seconds, and then you exhale for 8 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds, inhale for 8 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 8 seconds, and just keep doing that. It's like a rectangle, and just keep doing that. See if you can get, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it, and you might find that you start getting tired and sleepy, and that can help you calm your nervous system so you can get some rest. Because it sounds like you're going through a lot of healing right now, and when we are going through a healing process, it's really important that we rest and digest everything that's happening. So yeah, harnessing the breath is a really, really great tool. It can both, there are different breathing techniques. Some will enliven us and some can relax us. So it's just a matter of understanding which one. Yeah, Marilyn, write my cookbook. I'll put breathing techniques in my cookbook. And you love my necklace? I got this in Bali last time when I was here 3 years ago. It's Larimar. Okay, guys, I need to practice what I preach and go have some rest time. Ollie, how's the food treating your digestive system? Any issues? Actually, it's been great. It's been great, but also, you know, the first thing I got when I was here was a bottle of apple cider vinegar, and I just finished it this morning. So, doing great. I'm solid. I'm solid, man. I'm proud of myself. So yeah, no digestive issues, but I also I brought some probiotics from the lake with me, which I'm also about to finish, and I'm taking the apple cider vinegar, which really helps my system a lot. So yeah, I feel really good about how much I fortified my system before I got here, and then taking the steps. 848, exactly, Tracy. It's called Ceviche Breathing. Yeah, and that's actually good for everyone. Anytime you're feeling really excited or worked up, you can bring in the Ceviche Breathing. Or if you're laying in bed, you can't fall asleep, thank you, Tori. Can't fall asleep, do the Ceviche Breathing. And that will help you it literally helps you just settle your nervous system. Yeah, nice. Yeah. All right, guys, I am going to have some quiet time. I think I just want to meditate. I'm just gonna, this is where I was playing music before. I'm gonna probably play a little bit more music. I'm gonna meditate. My plans for today, Marinella, I had plans, but I'm pretty much canceling them. I do want to go out and get some food today. I want to do some check-in with the High Vibe Tribe, spend some time in the group today, answer some messages. I still have some voicemails that I need to listen to. yeah, just spend some time kind of doing some like admin things, because as I'm zipping around and doing all this and that, I need to like kind of just come back to the basics. Debbie, how are you taking the apple cider vinegar? Debbie, for me, I just like, I just chug a shot in the morning, and then you can either mix it with water, or I just take a shot and then drink a little bit of water. I take it first thing in the morning, last thing in the evening. You can also take a little bit before meals, and that will help with your digestion. But over time, it'll help you build your gut. It's a probiotic. It also has, I believe, like antibacterial, antiviral properties as well. So it's an all-around really just like good thing to add to your regime to boost your immune system. So that's been one way that I have stayed strong, as I'm acclimating to these new this new environment, right? So yeah. So I think now I'm just going to be quiet. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to reflect. I'm going to pray. And then when I'm ready, I will go get some food and settle down in a place where I can also do some things. I want to spend more time in the Facebook comments responding to what you guys have written. I want to be with the High Vibe tribe. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff on my mind right now, but I'm not going to get into that. But I'm writing it all down so I can kind of process and digest it, instead of it being like a cloud around my brain. So if I can just kind of see it and feel my way through all of it, and then just give everything the time that it deserves, which is a lot easier to do when I'm not running around from one exciting thing to the next exciting thing, which is an addiction in itself, an addiction to excitement. So, all right, guys, have a beautiful evening, have a beautiful day, have a beautiful whatever you're doing. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you're able to rest and digest and process. Allison, is there a specific kind? No, I would say the best thing you want to do is get the unpasteurized kind. You don't want to take pasteurized apple cider vinegar, because you're pretty much defeating the purpose, because they've killed all the good stuff. So you get a lot of vitamins and minerals, and like technically speaking, there's a lot of like really beneficial things, but also the live bacteria is the really good kind of bacteria that will help your gut. So, all right, guys, thank you for hearing me out. Thanks for hearing my dilemma. And I will see you guys later. I know we should do another shopping video. I know you guys really liked it. And I want to do more shopping. So maybe after lunch. Oh, and then I have a kirtan tonight. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. Here's my plan. I'm going to take some time for myself. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to rest. I'm going to reflect. I'm going to pray. When I'm ready, I'm going to go get some food. I'm going to spend some time with High Vibe Tribe. I'm going to spend some time in the comments. I'm going to spend some time responding to people's messages that they've sent me and listening to the voicemails that are due. I'm going to attend to everyone who I want to show up for to the best of my ability. I'm going to eat some food, and then we're going to go shopping, and we're going to have a little retail therapy. Let's just say that. So stay tuned. We'll see some cool stuff later. And then I'll go to my kirtan this evening. Cool. Thank you, Jane. I hear you. I feel you. Okay, guys. I love you. Bye.